everyone.
Good
Here we are
morning.
in front of you
Good
again
morning.
with what promises to be a fantastic debate. I am so honored to be the host of this wonderful session. Today's debate is special because it's going to outline an argument that's going on from years and years between parents and their children. The topic is that we children don't spend too much time on our phones. It's one of the most discussed household topics in this age, particularly in this crisis. I am sure the parents and the students will present outstanding facts that would constantly tilt our minds toward both teams. We will get the results at the end by voting, and it will be you, the audience, who will decide which team is the winner. I request you all not to be biased and vote for the team that's presented the best argument. We want the results to be very fair. And please also consider subscribing to our channel because it just costs a second to do so and we'll be able to deliver more of such astounding debates. So, without any further ado, I ask the students team to introduce themselves, followed by the parents. So,
Okay,
Pankti
so
Patel.
I am Pankti Patel from class 7th A. I like music and reading books.
I am Srishti Mehta from class 7th A and I like to draw and I make many sketches.
I am Krish Shah from 7th A. Some of my hobbies are football, yoga, dance, reading books, etc.
I am Dhyey Mandaliya from class 7th, and my hobbies are tabla and like drawing, and I also like the technology most.
Hi, I am Himachal Mehta. I am into publication and event management.
Hello, myself Dr. Ankush Biradar. I am a principal scientist working at CSIR, CSNCRS Central Salt Marine Chemical Research Institute, Bhavnagar. My main passion is to develop the new technologies which can sustain give the sustainable environment to all the people over the world. Thank you.
Hi, I am Dr. Jilan Shah. I am a consultant psychiatrist in Bhavnagar and I am doing my practice since last around 10 to 11 years. And I like to also take a photograph of the birds and wildlife animals. Thank you.
Good morning. Myself Pankaj Verma. I am currently head of CNS department in Airport Authority of India, posted at Bhavnagar Airport. And I am mainly from the engineering section, and I like the sports very much. That's my hobby.
So, thanks everyone. And so now we move on to the main content. Every participant will present their facts in the space of 2 minutes. So I ask the leader of the team for the motion to start the debate.
Good morning. Straight away, taking up the topic of today's debate. We students do not spend much time on phone, and the common terms used by parents for their children today is "beta phone pe ka upyog kam karo." The biggest invention after the invention of fire, and that changed the human life is electricity. And the biggest invention after invention of the electricity of the modern age is smartphone. The fastest spread of this communication technology ever had after that of newspaper, radio, telegram, television, landline, phone, internet, and mobile is that of the smartphone. According to one survey, about 35% of the world's population uses smartphone in 2020, and in recent January survey, the total smartphone use is about 3.5 billion, which is about half that of the world's population. Now, the world's highest using mobile are China, India, and USA. Surprisingly, Canada, where 1/4 of the population has no mobile phone, is notable uh, exception among the advanced countries. And the Japan, which is highly obsessed with the high-tech gadgets, also has a relatively low use of smartphone, that is just 66%. Now, 14% of the students has their own smartphones and use it for 3 hours or less in the day, while around 63% of them use it for about 7 hours daily. The invention or the technology smartphone is our slave to make our life easy, but when it becomes our master, the problem starts. Why we say that the time spent is more? Because of the following observations we are seeing in our kids and the students. With the advent of the advanced technology growing, use of mobile phones and other gadgets are considerably harming the younger generation. Students are developing a strong connection with their mobile phones. Students are more likely to have theoretical experience but the less of the practical knowledge. All the problem solution is been asked to the global guru, that is the Google guru, which may be dangerous if the wrong information or the answers are wrongly interpreted. The Dr. Jilan would be speaking much on this aspects because he is experts in this field. Loss of appetite is also seen, and the loss of concentration is found in the students. Playing less on the grounds with friends and spending more than 5 hours on the phone will be having the high risk of obesity. The chance to enjoy the nature, the beautiful world is not seen now in the younger generation. Human feelings, the feeling of touch, to enjoy the nature, to enjoy the weather is seen losing in the students. The affection towards the family members and the friends are also observed to be reduced. Behavior changes like aggression, loneliness, inferiority complex are being seen prominently in the students. Those reporting poorer sleep quality is also found in the students using more this kind of device and gadgets, and also the dependency on the mobile is up to that extent that the simple phone numbers which our parents and we used to remember for, say example, 100, 200, 500 numbers, now this is not seen in the students. And the calculating power which we had because of the simple calculators app which we have on the mobile, so such aspects are been observed, and I strongly believe that the time used by the students is much more than they actually need it. Over to you, Rehan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I would also like to request everyone to turn off their mics when a person is speaking. So thank you, sir. And now Pankti Patel can advance.
Yes. So, long gone are the days when students would only get knowledge from teachers, parents, or books. Today, the sources for knowledge have been diversified, and one of the major and the ready source is internet. In these changing times, students are more driven towards using mobile phones for every purpose. The world is at their fingertips, and they can get access to any information from anywhere. Having a phone in our hand all the time can help the students to check out things in a more fun way than going back to books all the time. A phone connected with the internet can motivate the students to do their studies as all the time because they know that they can access the world's biggest library right where they are. This also reduces the chance of visiting a library and searching for data. Learning is a continuous process, and the focus has now completely shifted to e-learning. Due to mobile phones and various feature-oriented applications, students can learn at their pace and take their time at understanding new things. Students can take help of any educational app for any subject in which they lack in some areas, because nowadays in modern scenario, there are apps for every subject. Most of the students are fond of online learning. There are also many interactive websites which provide online practice and worksheets and corrects them too. We can attend scrambles, quiz, spell bees, etc. to enhance our knowledge. So with a smartphone, students can check stuff from anywhere. This means that learning goes on all the time, even in and out of the school setting. Students no longer need to wait to access the school or community library because with the smartphones, the world's biggest library is at their disposal. If a teacher encourages the students to use smartphones and technologies to advance their studies and knowledge, they will happily do so because they love technology. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pankti. And now I would like to ask both of you a question. So, Mr. Mehta, don't students need the phones for studies? So, do you believe that a lot of students need phone for studies, particularly in this online classes? Your mic is off.
Offline studies are the best source of studies, what I believe, and that after this pandemic, I think again those offline studies has to be continued, and uh, mobile study, I think students and the teachers both are having problems with this kind of studies, sir.
Thank you, sir. And Pankti, so do you believe that playing is just as important as studying, particularly in this time in our childhood?
Okay, so if we talk about childhood, we mostly have played. But now, if we talk about when the students are growing and they are, advancing their studies, and because education is the most famous weapon, and if we will not apply education to any of the source, then it would be not useful in our later future. Also, playing all the time is not that beneficial. If you will study all the time, then you will be able to gain success in your future. Yeah, I don't totally agree, but I agree a little part that we should play, but not that much that also harms our studies.
Thank you very much. Very well answered. So now Mr. Ankush can advance.
Yes, thank you, Rehan. Good morning to all. Actually, this is a really interesting debate to all of us. What I will do is, whatever the points I have taken from the others, I won't discuss because I already thought of. So, first of all, we should know the what mobile is. What concept of mobile is invented very long back, is 120 years before by Tesla in New York. Okay, and this when he discovering the electricity, that time he found that there are some microwaves, and that microwaves can be used for the telecommunication. He wrote in his book basically that how this can be communicated. And after that, the progress has been happened, and everybody wanted to be a developed, modernized, modern lifestyles. Then mobile becoming the lifestyles of our humanity. Whoever, though who earn the say 1,000 rupees or who earns in billions, the mobile phone is must for everyone. Okay, so as the data given, the day by day, the new invention of mobile is increasing and new technologies are coming. So we now earlier we know to 2G, 3G, 4G. Now it's coming up 5G, and 5G again is based on the microwave irradiation, and we want the quick data, quick everything. Okay, and that's what the microwaves comes in picture. And it is a study also found it that microwave when human is kept close to 6 inch, it hazards the our brain. It infect our brain and form some malignance and so many different complications will come. And that of children, if you come the contact with the mobile near to 3 feet close, also problem of your health will start. So it is very well needed because we have to restrict the mobile uses. Though it is as said, it is some pros and cons of using of it, but important is how we can use the technology and how we can develop a sustainable next generation. Not we will get the knowledge of recent and quick, as one of my other members said that quick learning is very good, but too quick is very hazardous because it has a very short life. So we wanted to sustainable, we wanted to keep our whole humanity on this earth for longer years, not for say few years. And that I find out some few things that children are doing. Even though my children are working on silver bells, they also find out because due to last 2 years pandemic has come and everybody is on online. So generally average of class is 4 hours, right? After that 4 hours you are on the mobile. You have to be on mobile because otherwise you will become absent in that mobile. But after that you have some homework also. You again have to go through the mobile and you see that okay, this mobile you have to. So again it's 2 hours. So it totally becomes 6 hours. After that you guys kids are very smart and they earn whenever the games in New York, wherever the games in the Japan, every games are there. Like I can name it, like PUBG, Blue Star, and so. And you know that what happened and its outcome. PUBG, some people I don't want to mention that one, but they become mental retardedness. Mentally, they really addict of that, and we cannot give. They start doing something abnormal, so which is very difficult. As my other colleague said, we need to face discussion really because without that we cannot understand the feeling of each other. Though I don't know that I'm not a biologist, but there is an interaction between two people. It's just not a word voice, it is a vibration between the two people. So we always say that resonance is required, frequency should match, right? But then only become a good friend and then you learn the more things. Also Pankati said that oh, we need mobile and advanced knowledge is required. Yeah, definitely it is required. But if it is somebody, because again, knowledge given person is wrong person, you will end up with something wrong place, right? So So knowledge guru has a lot of knowledge, and he has earned with the years, and that knowledge is needed to be percolated to the next generation. If you miss something, you are conceptually miss, and then whole life will may go in the dangerous. So towards the end, I will end with the two things. Not again repeating the same thing. One, we have to use the mobile very properly, and discipline matter. Your parents are more concerned about your health, more concerned about mental health, more concerned about the not the correct content to be in your displayed in your page, or if you, because of now all the passwords and all, it is saved in your mobiles very quickly, like Google Meet, they save everything and it's just one click. So your bank account, so many robberies may happen, your mobile may hack, your personal photos may hack, there are a lot of things will happen, and at this age of life you don't know really what content is there and what we are writing. So it is important to use wisely, and to be get knowledge also, because pandemic we cannot avoid it. But overall my feeling is also is like that we should minimize the use, the nature, learn the nature, see the nature, take it the, all the principle for nature. Though technology has been developed now, right now, though all technology are seen from the nature, like aeroplane you can take, all birds are flying. So that technology comes from there. So you go and you create new things. Like Newton, when I said the Newton, when he's sitting in the apple tree, he saw that, oh, apple is falling. And then he created this stuff, not from the Google. May some 10, 100 years it will come, but the concept coming from the human, not from the nature. Humans cannot create much. Nature has given lot of, so we are just reinventing those. So my again last comment is, you go into the nature, see the nature, and absorb from the nature, so you will become the good human for the next generation and best India for that. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now from the student side.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. As we children don't spend much time on the mobile phones. In my opinion, the future of mobile phone is the future of everything. Technology gives us power. Thanks to technology, we can instantly communicate across the world. Do you know, when the cell phones were not there, how do people communicated? People have to walk far away to the telephone booths, and then they could communicate and call their relatives or friends. Social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. have changed the world of communication with relatives and friends. You can also make a voice call, text a message, you can share photos, videos, PDFs, documents, files, and you can also capture photos and videos in it. Live streaming has allowed people to join and connect. We are just communicating through the live streams. Some of the additional advantages of the mobile phones are, you can store a huge stuff on it. They can save your memories. They have incredible storage. You can have the time and weather of your current location and of the whole world too. And you can have the news, what's happening in the world in your pocket. So a mobile phone can store many things such as photos, videos, documents, emails, files, etc. And you can also have the present location, and you can have the route of the location where you want to go. So you can also make business, and you can also make online payments, and you can also do online shoppings with the mobile phones. Mobile phone connects the whole world to the same line. You can also store many important things in mobile phones, such as you can save your PAN card, Aadhaar card, you can save your birth certificate when it is needed. And mobile phone also makes the communication very easy. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Krish. So, Mr. Ankush, I would like to ask that isn't the future all about AI, all about robots and all? So, can you give me some examples? How can the students manage their time on the mobile? Because with all these online classes, all this homework, the students get a screen time of minimum 7 to 8 hours. So, your mic is off.
So thank you. As you said, that is the future is for based on AI, right? But who is writing those programmings? Human computer can do the same things what we are writing programs in it. Okay, if one thing is missed in that program, everything whole world will destroy. So humans are needed. Human interface is required to think wisely, which is better, which is wrong. So humans can only have the emotion, not the AI. AI will do only things what we have told them. You play the song, you will play the song. Play the cricket, you will play the cricket. But how are the human feelings? Human feelings never comes in the future. So what I think is nature is the best than the technology. You cannot beat the nature. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. And Krish, so as I asked Mr. Ankush, how do you manage your screen time?
Can you repeat?
How do you manage your screen time with all this? Because I'm sure you will also agree that a lot of screen time is bad for our health. So,
Yeah, a lot of screen time is surely bad for us because of the radiation of the mobile phones. But we don't need to have too much time on the screen time or on the mobile phones. We can just communicate with each other, and we can also store our memories in it. So we don't need to have too much time on mobile phones, but we need to have mobile phones in only the important things.
thank you very much. And now, Mr. Jilan. Mr. Jilan Shah can start.
Hi, hi, good morning. I am audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I want to put my ideas in the two different parts. Okay, the first part is how children is using mobile phones, why they are using more times on a phone, cell phone, or on a internet, right? So since childhood, what you are seeing around you everywhere, from around, if you can say, from the age of 2 3 years to around 18 20 years, you see the childs are constantly have some kind of different kind of energy which is not seen in some adults. So they are always find something, they always want something, they are always behind something, they are always try to do something. So they, because the reason is that they are the dopamine surge which is in our brain, which always in the child required some dopamine surge. They always want something to get their dopamine surge, and from that they feel very happiness, right? So a child always requires some connection, some reward like things they always require. But since the society is changing, so some from parents and some from schools, we give three C's to the children. These are the criticism, the comparison, and the third thing is the competition. So these three parts is against their happiness or wish. They are always in some type of stress. So they want something against these emotions. So for that part, they always goes to, for dopamine search, they try to move towards the internet part. In that, first is the game. Games are really giving them some good type of feeling. They cross the level, they achieve something. Even the friend is reach to the some second stage of the game or 20th stage of the game, and I want to again cross that stage. So they want to prove something, right? So the competition from the study shifted from the competition toward the games part. Second thing is social media. So even everyone, even the parents or the children, everyone likes, everyone wants some likes, some appreciation, right? So the children, if we are not getting from a parents or from a teachers, they want likes from the social media. So they all have now the Facebook accounts, they have their Instagram accounts, they put some photos, they put some status on the WhatsApp and everywhere. So from there, someone puts comments, and that comments they likes. So everyone of we want some likes. So this by first part, how children moves from the other part to the cell phones and the internet. Now second part, how I can say children's use of the phones are increased. So there are different kind of clinics. Like say, first is a obesity clinic in everywhere. In most of the time in the America also, the obesity clinics where the initially the age of the obesity was after 40, 50, 60 years everywhere. Now the childrens are coming in their clinics. Why? Because through while seeing their TVs or internets and phones, they also demand some food parts. They are when they give them means a coke or a pizza or like type of food, they give extra sugar. That sugars kick their brain, and after taking so much type of sugars, they become obese. One of a leading physiotherapist also told me that the cervical spine issues are increasing. Means initially when they were young, their cervical spine issue were come around the age of a 60 year. But now he said me that even a 7-year child come with me for a cervical pain. So why this happened? Because of the continue that head, the weight of the head was down like this, and that why the cervical issues are also increased a lot. Right. Third thing is eye related OPDs are also increased. The doctors are saying that the specs and that type of issues were initially were around after age of 20 or 30, but now the children have more type of eye related or refractory error like issue. And foremost, my part is the psychiatry related part. There are lots of behavioral issues are coming every day in our every clinic, like impulsivity, suicidal behavior, some breakup related things have come. So real relational level issues are there. Behavioral issue, attention, concentration, the memory issue is every memory related issues are most common part in the children. And why? Because of the attention and concentration. The where this attention concentration has gone. So because of in your brain there are a lot of things to do. In my childhood there are very few things to do. So I have my attention to my study and some evening related games only. And at the night I watch around 1 hour TV or like that. But now you have lots of things to do. So from that part, your energy is divided everywhere, and from that your attention also divided, and that attention and concentration you don't get in the study part, and that's why the memory related issues are happening. So first part is how you are going to the screens, and second part is through overuse of screens you go to the clinics. Okay, thank you, Rehan.
So now, Srishti.
Okay. The biggest invention of this era is mobile, and the mobile has created marvels in this world. And I would like to say that the mobile is the best entertainer. Name the entertainment you want, say a song, a music, drama, music, games, or say any other art form, you will get it in the tips of your finger and in fractions of seconds. Yes, in the fractions of seconds. If you want to relax, you have smoothing music. And if you want energy, you have jazz and pop. And if you are feeling low, just search for comedy and you will find the best comedy in the world. I do remember the words of late Shri Dhirubhai Ambani who said 20 years back, Kallo Dunya Mutti Mein. That means your world is in your hand. And yes, now this has become true. Presently, we don't only have entertainment but also infotainment in our mobiles. This means we can receive and pursue information through entertainment. And we can learn lots of new concepts and skills along with entertainment. And the main advantage of it is it do not matter whether we have Apple, iPhone, a Samsung Galaxy or any other model of smartphone, they are an all-in-one entertainment center. From music to movies and games to news, they give a vast number of ways to keep you busy and entertained. And at last, I want to say that mobile is best for students. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mr. Jilan, I wanted to ask you that do you believe that the microwaves of the phones or the TVs harm people? Because as long as I know, there hasn't been any research that they do harm people.
In which way?
The microwaves of the phone, the microwaves of the TV, do they harm the eyes of the children? Because you said about the related issues.
Yeah, definitely. Everything means in a life, if you do in excess anything, right? In a
Yes.
do you in excess, they always harm. Means not only a cell phone, even anything you do in excess in your daily routine. Means any you take any food or anything excess, then they will always damage your body, right? So. Uh, Phone or any television, if you continually watch, then it is means your mind, your psyche and your body it definitely affect with that part on.
Thank you. And Srishti, you said that you can get everything from the mobiles. You can get entertainment. You can get like almost everything. But that would also mean that you are saying that you can use the mobile every day. So, do you think that you can use it wisely and not a lot? Because we can go out and play also. So, I think she is not here. So, we'll continue with Mr. Pankaj.
Good morning, Rehan. What we are going to discuss here and what we have discussed here is about something from the students that we are not using mobile too much. So here there are very much technical aspects and things that I think we should not discuss here. What we should discuss here that what is the human nature. We as a parent, when we get the child, we see our child at the first time or at the age of 6 months or 1 year. What we do, we take a selfie with him or a selfie with our child, and we just post it on the WhatsApp and Instagram and Facebook. And when the likes came, we show it to our child also, that see how cute you are looking, how it is good that everyone is liking you. So when the child comes to the age of 2 or 3 years, he automatically knows where is the camera button on the mobile phone and how to take a picture and how to post it on the WhatsApp. And at that time, if I am denying my child that okay, you should not use this mobile phone, he will get angry. He can't speak, but what he will think in his mind, okay, that from the initial I am seeing the mobile phone with my parents, they are using it with me, but now they are denying me to using it. From that factor, it comes in their regular habit that using mobile phone is not that much problem for us. So what the students do, they use the mobile phone, they explore the world, and as there is no restriction what we are exploring or what we are doing on the mobile phone, they can enter the dark world of the internet also. That is not really a good thing for a student or as our childhood. So that is the first thing, that the students unknowingly into the dark world of the internet or the mobile phone, which can take them to the extent of the fraud also. They may get frauded or they may get cheated by someone on the mobile phone. And as being a children, our emotions are very much sensitive also. So if we are getting something from the mobile phone and we see it with our friends or with our relatives or with our cousins, that gives a feeling of FOMO. You should know the term FOMO, that is fear of missing out. What this terms means, that you see that your friend has a phone of iPhone 12, suppose, and you are having a smartphone that is of economy budget range. So what comes to your mind, that I should get that phone anyhow because my friend is having that particular phone, so I should have that phone. And that things again and again keeping out in your mind, and you search the internet, you find the phone, you just fight with your parents, and it can make you impatient also. That impatience, how you can test your impatience? There is a simple test. You can sit at a single place for 1 hour without watching TV, without doing any work, without using mobile phone. You can test that whether you can sit at a particular place for 1 hour. If you can sit for a period of 1 hour at a single place, then you can say, okay, my patience level is very good. And how you can check your concentration? that when there is a mobile phone besides you, the study says that your concentration decreases by almost 20 to 30%, even without touching your phone. So a mobile phone, when it is lying idle besides you, it decreases your concentration itself. When you are using your mobile phone, how much impact it can make on you, that can be seen during the time when you are using the mobile and eating your food. So one thing I can suggest, because I am not against using the mobile phone, that you should not use your mobile phone while you are eating, while you are on the dining table, when you are on your bed, or when you are talking to your parents. If you are studying through your mobile phone, it should be limited to the study part only. But what is the human nature? When I take up my smartphone to check something, what will I do? I will unlock it, and unknowingly I will automatically open the WhatsApp. Which message I am getting? I'm not checking the thing that I was intended to do, but I will check the WhatsApp first. Then only I will be reminded, okay, I have to check the other thing also. Then I will go to that particular thing. So this is the things, the small things, then that you will feel that has continuously decreasing your concentration, your memory, as well as the impatience. Also, as the Jilan sir said, it also causing the psychological problems. So like the physical problems like eye burning, fatigue, headache, and it starts from there, and it take you to the particular level when you don't want to even talk to your parents. The loneliness, you will feel lonely, and you will think that everybody around you is going away from you, and more and more you will go to your mobile phone, and you will be away from your parents. As per the my job nature, we have to we are mandatory to be available on phone on 24 hours. That doesn't mean that I have to use 24 hours on my mobile. One more thing for the parents who use mobile phone, it depends on how much mobile phone you are using when you are at home with your children. There are many games, many WhatsApp things which we are using at our home, and our children learn from ourselves. So they will use the same thing at home. If I am at my home and I'm strictly made up my mind that I will not use my mobile phone at home for WhatsApp or for using games or for chat, I think it will drastically reduce our children's behavior towards us also, because in every corner in their mind they think that our parents are not giving us the importance we need, but the most important thing is a smartphone. So it is us only who are making the things easier or difficult for our children, and not the smartphone. So we should not blame the technology, and at last we should also think that who is the master? We are the master, or our smartphone is our master? As we have invented, so we are the master, not our smartphone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now, last but not the least, Dhyey.
Good morning, everyone. And today I have to say that if your kids are weighing for more independence, giving them smartphones can give you peace of mind about their whereabouts. While allowing them their freedom, it may improve family relations and build your children's confidence as well. A quick text or phone call lets you know that your child is safe at a friend's house, the library, or at an after school activity. Some smartphones include security apps that allow you to see your children's whereabouts on a local map and alert them in case of an emergency. For example, if you are scheduled to pick up your daughter at her junior high at 3:30 and your younger child comes with the flu at her school at 3, you can send an alert that will let everyone in your group know that this allows you to make alternate plans with a minimum of stress. It is very clear to all that mobile phones came to this world for emergency purposes. If students have a mobile phone, it is easy to contact anyone when they need. For instance, if students have a problem in school or in the street after school, they can contact their parents immediately. Likewise, students with a phone can contact police at any harmful situations or contact fire brigades if they find fire somewhere, or even they can call any department when they need to. So the mobile phone is one of the best solutions for an emergency situation. And these students also have to know some helpline numbers, like ambulance is 108, and woman helpline is 181, and children's helpline is 1098, and police is 100, and the fire brigade is 101. And as Pankaj sir said that if studying is the best for the uh, means we have to use phone for studying, but if we use only phone for studying, then we will cause the physical that eye problems. And this is the Jilan sir problem, that uh, using more phone is coming, so all students have to come to the clinic to say that our eyes is burning and that all. But there is also positive factors, that you, if your eye is burning, that you can use the uh, this internet and find that uh, how to decrease the this eye burning. Thank you.
So thank you very much. And Mr. Pankaj, so do you use social media? And because I've heard of many adults that they like to surf on social media, skim through people's pictures, etc. So do you think that your kids or any other parents' kids like to use phone because they see their parents using the phone? Your mic is off.
Rehan, first of all, I will like to tell you that due to the fatigue and all the impatience I was getting into, because I felt by myself that this thing is not really good. As I was going on the Facebook, I was being taken up by the FOMO. So later on, my conscious tell me that okay, you are running after something. So I'm proudly here saying that I'm now not using Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. I'm only available on WhatsApp. That is also only because my offices are running on WhatsApp itself due to the emergency nature. So I think if the parents are using mobile at home, I again repeat, if we are restricting ourselves for using mobile phones at home for any other activities rather than our work, then it will encourage our children also to explore and to find out the things on the mobile phone. But as Ankush sir said, we can find these things in the nature itself. Everything has come to the from the nature. So we should go to the nature with our children and we should find out there, then they will be more happy rather than they are happy with the smartphone. So I think we should be restrict ourselves from using the smartphone features rather than spending time with our children. Thank you.
Answer, and it would give a great example towards the parents also. So Dhyey, I would like to ask you that I myself know many people who are obsessed with playing games. So do you play any games? And if not, what's your advice to people who are obsessed with mobile playing games?
No, I do not play games, but some children play games. Yeah, they play PUBG and like, and access time will always harmful. This was also said by Jilan sir, and it is right. But there is one problem, that if parents will also not look on this students, then students also will see, and they will cause this eye problems and that all, and mind problems too, and this will cause obesity, right?
Much. Now I'll invite Srishti to give her summary about the topic.
Yes. Can you repeat?
Can you give like a very short summary about this topic, a rebuttal of the arguments?
Um, Can you repeat once again? There is network issue here.
Just give us a few points about what would you like to say in the end.
Yes, I want to say that the access using of mobile for it is okay if we study and learn something new videos and new something do do something our hobbies that we like and all. But the if we play games like the mind puzzles and the brain games, which will help us in learning, and we can also see the animations which will help us to learning fast. So this is my point that the mobile is must for students.
Thank you very much. And now, Mr. Himachal Mehta. Okay, so Pankti, you can also speak, give a rebuttal of the arguments.
Okay. So as Mr. Himachal sir said that mobile phones harms our body as well as the gaming is very bad. So why you are focusing on the negative aspects of gaming? Like there are also many games like squeeze, as my friend Srishti said, the mind puzzles, etc. So that are not harmful for us. But if you are only going towards the negative sides, then you will only think about the negative sides and not the positive sides. Also, as Dr. Ankush sir said that quick learning is good but not that good. Like now in this pandemic, how will you go to the library? It is very risky, right? So mobile phone gives us an when you are going to the library, it may be like there are so many people, it may disturb some extent, but if you are at home in a single room, you will be able to learn very fast. As well as Mr. Jilan sir said, comparison, competition, etc. So I think that is up to the student's mind. If they are thinking that I have to do this because somebody has gained that, it is not like that. We students have to think positively, because if we will think negatively, we will go to the negative aspects of the mobile. If we will think positively, we will go to the positive aspects. Also, as you also said about the gaming, so I don't totally agree with that. And as Mr. Pankaj sir said that uh, parents use mobiles, so students are also using mobiles for social media, and they get angry when parents are not allowing them. So I don't think so, because I personally do not get angry, and most of the study related students which like to study, which like to use mobile in a proper way, they would like their parents advice. They will not think about negatively. Also, you said that restriction on internet, like if students and other children are using internet and social media, then means excessive use of that is not good. But if parents are not restricting them, they are not telling them that excessive social media is not good, like going to the darkness, right? But it is not like that. Social media has provided communication faster, as my friend Krish said that in the older days we have to walk very far to talk with each other. But now if you say like my friend is in London, so I cannot go regularly to London and talk with them, so I need a mobile phone for communicating. As well as in this pandemic we are not in the touch, but if we have mobile phones, then we can be in the touch of our friends, relatives, etc. And as said that new phone means my friend has a new phone and I have an old model. So as my friend Srishti said that my phone, my is the old model. Like she said that any model of the phone is there, we get the same entertainment, same education, same emergency number. So it does not depend on whether which model of the phone is there. So I think it is up to the thinking of different people and views of different people about the negative aspects and the positive aspects. So I think, according to me, I think mobile phone nowadays in this time, so students should cope up with the generations and should use mobile phones, but not very excessively.
Yeah, thank you very much. And if anyone from the parent side would like to rebut this argument for just about 1 minute, then they are welcome.
Yes, Rehan, I want to say something. May I allow? Rehan?
Yes,
Hello?
yes.
Okay. Listening this all debates from the parent side as well as the kid sides, so I feel that it is like elder people. We have already spent more than, I guess, 35 to more than 35 years, and we as a younger we know that what are the hazards, and we try to caution. Basically, it is not we are restricting you. You can use anything whatever you can, but what are the problems come in your life? You can see from your screen there are two people which have the specs, like yourself and Pankti, right? These are the side effects you can see directly. Also, you can see that what we are doing. So, what we want to try to achieve is that you can learn as much as, and you will be the best, not the common man. Okay, to get the best, you should know that what is there beyond the control, and mobile apps are there to help you basically. As one of my colleague, Dr. Mr. Pankaj Verma said, it is everything is there. Dr. Jilan Shah said, okay, you what are the problems will come, and you guys are saying that all children are saying that okay, we need this app, we need that, we are not using, but we have more experience that we have went through all of this. The pandemic is the small time in a life, and once in a time it comes and goes. But in this life also, we need to learn how to tackle the problems and who are not to be addict of the any issues. Okay, and for that we need to create the next generation which is better than the what we have now. So for that we have to go with the nature, and we have to use the what nature is doing, because we go against the nature, there is definitely a danger, though we get all the facility. Thank you very much.
Rehan, I would like to say and conclude that Dr. Ankush is in the favor of saying that use your phone as smartly as possible. Dr. Jinal would has emphasized on saying that anything excess is harmful, and Mr. Pankaj is saying that control your emotion. I think this all will help to minimize the usage of smartphone. Over to you, Rehan.
Thank you very much, everyone. And it was like really a neck to neck debate. Even I am thinking who to vote because both of the teams presented such good arguments.
Thank you. Thank you.
70 people in the live stream, so that's also a very good achievement. And I would like to request everyone in the audience to vote right now. And Kunj, you can display the results. Yeah. Okay. So students have won by a very less margin of votes upon the audience, but still it was a brilliant debate, and I am sure both have enjoyed. So thank you for being with us, and do consider subscribing.
Thank
And
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.